Today, I want to talk about something so close to my heart. Anybody who knows me knows one thing about me, that I'm crazy about fashion or anything related to fashion. My very first job was in a clothing store when I was only 16, right after moving to Canada. I would spend hours and hours flipping through magazines, picturing myself dressing up. My dream was to become a fashion stylist. I would watch every collection of my favorite fashion designers and just lose myself in them. Every paycheck I would get, I would spend it all on bags, shoes, or clothes. I still remember buying my first pair of Miss 60 jeans with my first paycheck. Dressing up wasn't just putting on clothes for me. It was a way for me to express myself and my personality. And I loved coming up with new outfits and would get super creative with my closet. I always been the one my family and friends turned to when they needed fashion advice. I absolutely loved it. There was something so satisfying about helping someone to find the perfect outfit or piece that made them feel confident and amazing. Seeing their faces light up when they were trying on something that just clicked, it was so rewarding for me. I guess you could say dressing up people was my passion. It wasn't just about putting clothes together. It was about helping people express themselves through fashion. Whether it was picking out the right color, finding the perfect fit, or just boosting someone's confidence. I found so much joy in the process. But as I got older, that passion turned into something else. Instead of feeling joy and excitement about fashion, I started feeling this never-ending pressure to keep buying the latest item. When I think about it, it might even have turned into an obsession. It was no longer about expressing who I was through my clothes or getting creative. Instead, it was all about buying the newest, shiniest thing just to feel satisfied. But the happiness I got from each purchase disappeared pretty fast. Reflecting on it now, I realize how shallow that mindset was. I guess that's exactly what the fashion industry wants, to trap us into buying more and more and never feeling fully satisfied. With all that shopping, my taste got more expensive and I ended up spending a lot of money on things that didn't really matter instead of saving up for something more meaningful or a better investment option. I guess we're really good at using shopping as an excuse to cover up our true feelings. Instead of facing our emotions or dealing with life's challenges, we keep buying more and more to numb our feelings. It's like we're trying to fill a hole inside of us with things we can buy. But no matter how much we spend, it never really fixes what's bothering us. We just end up wanting more stuff, thinking it will make us happy. But in the end, we gather so many things that suffocate us. When COVID hit in 2020 and the whole world got quiet, everything changed for me, mentally and emotionally. I can't say it was this sudden movement or something so dramatic that happened, or I got enlightened all of a sudden, but I just felt like I got woken up suddenly and my previous life was a dream. I started to look inside of myself. Why did I do the things I did? Paid attention to my shopping habits. Was it about how I expressed myself anymore, or was I just consuming more things just to avoid what was happening inside of me? I really started spending a lot of time thinking deeply and reflecting on my life. I began to question why I needed so many things to feel good about myself. Why wasn't I happy unless I had the latest shiny thing? This could be clothes or things for my home or any other item. During this time, I realized what truly matters in life, and that is having a healthy mindset and body, having a goal and a purpose in life, trying to connect with my inner self versus working so much on the outside. The value of being in nature and the importance of being surrounded by positivity. I started to see these things are what really brings happiness and joy in my life, not just constantly buying new things. So I started to get rid of a lot of stuff in my closet, selling things off one by one. And with each item gone, I felt a weight lift off my shoulder. It was such a freeing moment for me. Every time I sold something, it felt like I was letting go of a little piece of unnecessary burden. It was as if each piece that left my closet, I was making more room, not just in my space, but also in my heart and mind. This made me feel lighter and happier. I realized I didn't need all those things to feel content, but being content comes from within. I know I'm not alone in this. Often, instead of facing our problems, we distract ourselves by consuming more and more stuff. Some people go overboard with fashion, while others might focus too much on different things in life, like working out a lot, or the relationship with food, alcohol, or drugs, or even gambling. And our governments and big companies keeps pushing us to buy more, making it seem like a normal part of our lives. Most of the time, these are just ways to avoid dealing with the real issues. We think these things will make us happy or solve our problems, but they usually don't. Instead, they just add more stress and take up so much space, both physically and mentally. It's really important to step back and ask ourselves what truly makes us content and what really necessary for a happy life. Don't get me wrong, I still love nice things, and I won't stop treating myself every now and then. I've been lucky to have really beautiful things in my life, and I still enjoy them. But now I'm more careful about how I shop. I don't just follow the latest trend without thinking. I buy things because I truly like them, and I'm confident they will last with me for a long time. Yet, it's important to remember that at the end of the day, they are just things. They don't bring real happiness or deep meaning to our lives. Nowadays, I also try to find joy in simple, everyday things and focus on being satisfied with what I already have, which is a lot. It's easy to fall into the trap of believing we need more stuff to feel happy. But true happiness often involves reflecting on ourselves and understanding what really fulfilled us. Taking time to think deeply about our lives can reveal that happiness comes from our relationships, our experiences, and our inner peace, not from the things we collect. By the way, I'm not saying that now I'm perfect in any shape or form. I'm just saying I have came to realize that my self-worth isn't tied to my possessions. It's about embracing my true self and recognizing my inherent value as a person. This realization has been freeing for me. It has allowed me to let go of the constant desire for more and appreciate the richness of my life as it is. I find myself spending more time with loved ones, pursuing interests that nourish my soul and help me to grow. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope it makes you think about your own shopping habits and find more happiness in your life too. Remember, it's not about the things we have, but about the life we lead and the joy we discover. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.